Hello. So here we are again. I just completely forgot where we were with NEXAT farming, and I forgot that we'd still got this issue. So let's see if we can... I thought I tried to address this last time by taking it down to 13. 13.5. Let's take it down to 13. See if that works. Because it's not crazy, but we don't want to kind of keep mess us around. We want to get the jobs done. So, try and get this canola field finished off. And quite what we're going to do with field 38, I do not know. Might have to go and have a look at it. 38. Or is it 30? No, it is 38. 30 is the one that needs fertilizing. 38. Yeah, shows as though it's done. And that's the problem we had last time. Oh, there we go. We'll figure it out. There we go, so let's get... I think the other thing we can do is then get started seeding our own fields. So this seems to be working better at 13 meters. We stick with 13 meters, even though it is officially a 13.5 meter width, if I remember correctly, on the old Squingle Dingle box. Where are we? Yeah, 13.5 meters, officially. Oh, there we go. It's all good fun. Stop being so dingly. And away we go again. Da 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 da. Figure out what we're going to do for our own field. Get what we can harvest with the old Rimble Dimble Bop. What can we harvest? Can we harvest soybeans on the old? Yes, we can. May end up going with soybeans then. I do not know. Da -da. Da 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 da. I'm seeing the... Nice. Da, 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 da. Too many button presses there. That's better. That's the one I wanted. Fill back up with seed. Head back to our farm. I'm not going to worry about the field 38 for now. We're going to get started on our own field, I think. I'm at least glad we've got the width sorted out. So I mean, 13 seems to be about right. So that that'll do for now. Da 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 da.
All hands brace for impact.
Dot, 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 dot. Da, 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 da. I'm hoping that with this change we'll get this contract done. Then we're going to figure out what to do about 38 after we get started on our own field. Our field is one of the larger ones. Based on progress that this is going to work for us. Dudley, dudley, do. Did I see that we could change the tank partitioning? We might not be able to do it whilst it's active. I highly doubt we would be able to. Have to have a look at that in a minute. Assuming I remember. Assuming I remember. A different tack on this one. I figure that's an easier turn. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. %. We're gonna find out soon. Which I think with this bit, we're probably easier just to go the other way. Don't you think? It really is much of a muchness, isn't it? I'm gonna just... We'll use the GPS. Because that way I don't have to steer. Well, when we're seeding. I think we're going to wind up with the same problem. Can't see this, based on that progress, making it much more than 95%. Let's see how we get on though. Yeah, that's not going to be more than 95. Right, why these seeding missions are not doing their doing this is? I don't know. Well, okay, so now we've hit 95. Will we be lucky? I doubt it, but we can.
No, I'm
Hey,
only a
Hitman.
youngling.
Yes, it is indeed almost Friday. It's another long weekend here in the UK again, which is kind of weird. Okay, we've gone beyond 96%. How close will we get, do you reckon? Can we, by tidying up these other bits, can we get to where we want to get to? That's 97%. tidy up some of this nonsense. There's obviously a gap there. Doesn't become significant to show the weeds until we get down here. So we're going to focus on this bit. Let's see if we can get this one to finish. It's not showing the... I see the difference in texture here, so it's not showing the weeds. I'm going to try and cover this bit here. Just to see if we can get this to 100%. Well, hopefully. Da, 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 da. I wonder if the edges are a problem as well. If we got the calculation wrong on the edges, then that wouldn't help us either. Okay, so we've gone from 97% to 96%. So we're going back down again like we did with the other one. Given the fact that the percentage has gone down, I'm not inclined to waste any more time on it. Which is annoying. Go and just check and see if we did leave any seed at the shop. Yep, there's a little bit of seed there. Let's have a look at the partitioning. It will unload all the seeds, so I'm going to do that up here. So let's have a look. Look at the partitioning. Okay, there's only two options, so that's fine. We had the better of the two options. So now we're just going to reload all the seed. Yeah. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Here
Wolf?
I come to save the day.
Wolfman!
Oh, no.
Hello. How are you? As the voice says, oh no. So, we've still not managed to get either of the sewing contracts to kind of come to fruition. He's here to save the day. I'm not sure he's going to save anything, Hitman. Wolfman is cooling down. Yeah, I'm doing alright, I think. It's I haven't brought the air conditioning units in from the garage, so it's okay at the moment. But it's certainly too warm to walk Wilson. So he is not getting a walk until later. Ah, this isn't the right one for soybeans. Okay, so guess it's going to be... Did we say barley? Or should we do oats? I like oats. We're going to go with oats. I don't know why. Hitman says, Wolf's a hero, don't be such a meanie pants. It's gone very cloudy where Wolfman is. Fair enough. Wolfman's not used to someone being nice to me in the channel. Well, yeah, indeed. But, that's fine. I just continue to say I'm not sure exactly that Wolfman saves anything. Let alone anything here. So... I probably should get the solid fertilizer, really, to... Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and get some solid fertilizer. Needed to save your own sanity doing cabins on the Titan the other day. Yeah, I haven't started the Titan yet. I have just finished the Zeppelin. Literally a few hours ago. I got the contract yesterday and I just took it down to the ground today. We want solid water fertilizers. How much can we hold? That's a very good question. How much can we hold? We can hold 13,500. 13,500. We can hold 13,500. These should we get? At least that many. Nope. On finance, obviously, we're going to buy them. There's the buy button. Fully upgraded magnet is a game changer on that ship. Oh yeah, well, I think my magnet's fully upgraded. I didn't bother wasting time with messing around. But then I'd been playing it a long time, so I'd got all the money to just go, okay, I'll just have that, and the upgrade, and the upgrade. I'd need to check, but I'm fairly sure I've got the fully upgraded magnet. I am annoyed by these seeding missions, though. But there we go. Wouldn't be the first time that we've had a mission that we couldn't complete because reasons of... Diddly diddly do. So that's 8,000. So if we're going to get some more... 8,000, 9,000, 10, 11, 12, 13... We might as well be going back fully loaded, right? I mean, this is for our own field, so... Da 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 da. By fully loaded, I mean 500 litres less than full capacity, because... I don't want to leave one behind. We will be close to it. There we go. 96%. Off we go. Get back to our own field. Plant some oats. They're not wild. So how are you getting on with the Titan? Obviously you said you're working on the cabins and it's... yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So we are going to go back and do our own seeding, considering I'm just... what are we going to lose for these contracts? Anything much? Just lose the payments. Okay. And the seeds that we've already spent on it, which I don't really care. I don't care about anymore. We just won't take any more of those. No more seeding missions. Slow progress of the cabins and the decks of them get bigger as they go. Would be nice if there was a logic to that then. There may be that you just don't know. Oh. There we go. Yes, no. Oh. I'm too melted for webcam today, so hence I've left it off. Did we actually start planting anything on our field? I don't think we did, but I'm just going to double check. Yeah, no, we didn't. how well it's going to work with seed versus fertilizer in terms of the run rate, but we'll figure it out. At least with this field we know it's a bit clearer because it's our own field. And away we go. Let's get ready. Gonna double check we're still on 13 meters. We are still on 13 meters. I think we'll go down to one headland because, yeah. No, just no. Working direction automatic works fine. And off we go. Feeding oats. On our own field. Because why not? Why not indeed? Using the big Honkin NEXAT. And yeah, we do still have a fertilizer mission. I won't worry about that at the minute. Let's have a look and see if there are any other missions that we could take. Oh, there's cultivating missions. We can take those. Take those and take the cultivator over once we've finished doing this. Fertilizer missions. There's one for 20,000. We'll accept that. Not taking them less than 10,000 because they're just not worth it. Harvesting. None of those are for us. Ploughing, not for us. Sowing, nope, not interested. Spraying on a small field, not interested. So, yeah. Dum 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 dum. We didn't quite hit the edge there, so I will just go back and do this from the edge. Like so. Why is it still calculating 2 of those? I said 1. Okay. Thirdly dee. This is going to be a big field. Just because. Reasons and raisins. All the reasons. And of course all the raisins too. Da, da, da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Get this one headland done, and then we should be just straight up and down the field. Oh, it's doing that again. Did it drop? Did it die? Did it come back again? Is it Twitch? Is it me? Just so frustrated with that. Off we go. Do 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 do. At least we've now got a few more contracts to do. Not that that's necessarily important, but it will maintain the inbound revenue to kind of pay for the however much costs. Well, pay down some of the it's the loan costs, isn't it? So we've got £16,000 per month for the loan. 16 and 2/3 thousand. Internet pooper, apparently. Wolfman, apparently. Although, quite what happened, I don't know. Because I didn't see anything. And I'm about to murder my dog. Because he's barking and annoying me. Which is about normal. What the fuck just happened there? Started steering off. There we go. Poor Wilson. Yeah, not really. He's just an annoying little turd bag. There we go. You'd think with my headset on it wouldn't bother me so much, but no, still goes through me. Still want to murder him. Oh, there we go. I think wanting to murder your dog is probably normal. Not that I am any authority on what normal is. But yeah, as for internet, I didn't see. I normally see the drop in it in OBS, but I didn't see it that time. So maybe it had recovered by the time I had looked around. I know one answer to that. If he keeps barking like that, he won't get his walk that he's supposed to get once I finish. You heard him. The filters on the microphone should have stopped that, because he's in the other room. Little git. If he's coming over on the microphone, I may have to actually break his neck so that he stops. I think that's the way you stop a dog from barking. I think it's the correct way. Okay, so there we go. We've done one headland pass. I'm not doing two. Because reasons. We are sowing oats on our big field. And yeah, that's how much we've done. We've done one headland pass. So we're just chilling because it's too hot for anything else. You're getting dog noises back here. Just talking to neighbour downstairs. Been ill in hospital and lost 5 stone, but looking to get his dog back soon. Ah, okay. They're a pain in the backside, but we wouldn't be without them. I don't know why. I think it's insanity. So like I said, we're now going to do it just straight up and down the field. And since it's going to be straight up and down the field, I guess we probably ought to do this one. Yeah.
Many years ago, on a field not far away, Hitman and Fadman started to farm and play. Beware the red tractor, it surely will become a Durbalophagus factor, bouncing right up to the sun. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocents will never know. As the years fly by, farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice, some friends have been and gone. Enjoying the time, as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocents will never know. fly by. The farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the craziness ends we'll never know. And down, sown with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the craziness ends we'll never know.
There we go. What's up and down the field? Yeah, so your neighbour said there was 2 weeks to look after a German Shepherd for the last few months, being ill in hospital or having been ill in hospital. Yeah, that might have been an issue. But there we go.
All hands brace for impact.
But there we go. So yeah, all good fun. Yeah. What was I gonna do? So yeah, so we're up and down the field. That's sorted. That's not actually covering the whole thing. I'm going to be rather annoyed. But there we go. But yes, question for you, Wolfman. If you're still there. Okay, you are still there. So I was just checking. With you doing the music in your streams, how does that work with Twitch? Obviously, I know it wouldn't work with adverts. I know it wouldn't work with YouTube, but with Twitch, how does that work in terms of all the copyright and stuff? And do you have to have a Spotify membership? Da, 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 da. Audio in your headset and it goes to a channel in OBS that does not go to the VOD. Do you need Spotify Premium membership to use Songify app? Ah, okay. Thank you, that answers those questions. Oh, shut up, dog. Annoying little devil. Okay. Yeah, I figured you'd ask Badger. I'm debating changing my headset because it gets really heavy across the top of my head, and it really makes it when I'm getting towards the end of 2 hours. There are days when it makes it really uncomfortable. So debating trying to go to a different form of headset that would be far lighter, but I don't know what. Alright, you can recommend yours. Yeah, fair enough. Drop me a link in Discord or something then, Wolfman. I'm not particularly precious about it. I mean, I'd got this is a Corsair that I got, but that was really just for the reasons of the reasons. So, thank you very much. Looks like we're missing an offset. The way this is where I can. No. Because it's obviously doing it. As we come back, it's doing it ever so slightly differently. So I'm going to do. A side offset of 1 meter. No, actually, no, we're going to go half a meter, actually. That feels wrong. And I'm going to go negative half meter. Like so. See how we got on with that. If that fixes that problem. Oh, excellent. Rent has been paid. That's not me paying rent, that's someone paying rent to me. So, always a good thing. Now, do we think that negative meter and a half has gone the wrong way? Do you reckon we're steering the white line? Or I think we're steering the other one, aren't we? Let's see what it does when we turn around. See what it does when we turn around. Not cheap, but lasted nearly 4 years, and the only thing you had to switch out is the ear cups. I've had to switch out the ear cups on mine, and it's lasted a good long time as well. Sent the link to the one that you have, but there's... Okay, that's fine. Thanks, Wolfman. see. I think this might correct that issue. We've got there. You can see the streaks where it hasn't quite married the seedbed up. We're not seeing the same issue here. So I'm hoping with the offset half meter we're good. Yeah. Serena snapped the headband on hers. Don't know how, but Serena and she is unexplained something. Well, there's lots of us that are unexplained. Lots of us that are mysterious, and it's okay. It's perfectly permissible. Oh, there we go. We're just up and down the field. Rinsing and repeat. I'm a little bit quiet today because it is quite warm. Did debate whether or not to stream, but I thought, well, it's just warm. It's not the end of the world. Still need to figure out where my shorts are. I think they're up in the roof, and I'm not bothering to move the networking cable for that just yet. So it does annoy me that we get to the end of that, and instead of the behaviour that we previously had, where it would just carry on in the same direction, it's now start steering. Looks like we have rain due. Ah, okay. Jolly good. Not sure if that's similar here or not. Let's have a look at the weather app. No, not that. Weather app. Nope. Nothing here. Just more sunny skies. Well, cloudy now, sunshine tomorrow again. Another high temperature day tomorrow, but not as high as today apparently. And then by the time we get to next week, it goes all the way down again. Oh. Piddly pasta gruel. I tell you to engage the blooming thing. Engage the blooming thing! Annoying stuffs. There we go. Okay. Da 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 dee. Yeah, so it's just the standard detected stuff doesn't work well for seeding for the NEXAT, which is that might explain why we've had such problems with the contract missions, because we can't see what it hasn't done. So that's a little bit annoying. But there we go. Wolfman had an appointment in town yesterday. Bloke rang me in the morning to say that the person you were due to see was sick, so could we move to next week? With the heat how it was yesterday, it was a godsend. Yes, yes. Although yesterday wasn't... I mean, I was in an office, so it didn't really matter. But it didn't seem too bad to me. Although we had some fun. I'm going to need to kind of wait for Mattingham to come in the chat to try and get the lowdown on what happened. But yeah, there was some fun on the trains. Not the shenanigans of Tuesday. So the shenanigans of Tuesday were... Was it Tuesday or was it Monday? Was it bank holiday this weekend? this last weekend gone? Or was it not? I can't remember. Anyway, whichever day I went first. No, it was a normal Monday. So on Monday when I went to the office, weekend before. Thanks, Wolfman. I did get there. Yeah. So on Monday I went to the office, and coming home, trains were delayed and shenanigans ensued because there was a derailed train not far from here. And yesterday, coming home, shenanigans ensued. Train was delayed because apparently the signals weren't working very well. So, but Mattingham sometimes has the inside scoop, so it's very, very helpful when Mattingham's around to kind of say, hey, whoa, what was that? If you can tell us, please. Just out of curiosity. So, but yeah, it was major disruption. Even into this morning, they had the trains disrupted down here. So I'm glad I didn't have to go to the office today. Ba 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 lee doo doo doo. Of course, we've got another long weekend this weekend, so that'll mean Tuesday and Wednesday in the office next week. All good fun, apparently. We've used almost half of our... Well, we used more than half of our seed already. Well, I suppose I can, but it's just annoying. Wolfman's going to run to the shop before the rain starts. Fair enough. Good shout. Away we go. We know we're definitely going to need to refill the seed. At least a little bit. If we've got a place at the farm to do that yet. Looks like having our offset has functioned adequately for us to have this doing so many derperific things. Josh! Playing with the nutsack again? Yep, indeed we are playing with the nutsack. So, how are you today, Josh? Hope you're well. Maybe it's slightly warm under the collar, like the rest of us. But, yeah. We basically cancelled the 2 seeding contracts that we couldn't complete and lost the seed, which is annoying, but it happens. Yeah, we're now seeding our own field with oats because why not? Yeah, it's certainly been a warm one. It certainly has. And of course, it's still quite early in the year, so for it to be this warm this early makes you wonder if we're going to get some real significant heat waves later in the summer. Rather that than have a washout. Well, yeah. Indeed. Indeed. I'll get the air conditioning units in from the garage and set one up, and it'll be fine. Crikey, you scared me. Thanks, Hitman. That did scare me.
Come to a stop, then count to two. So many things I'd rather do. They seem to pop up everywhere. Better make sure that you have some spare. I knock them down as best I can. The very next day, there they stand. Whoa, they have 8 sides, all red and white. We must knock them down on sight. Regardless if there's many or one, the war on stop signs has begun. Police, they hide to see you drive by. Don't stop quite right, you'll get a fine. How can you know just what to do? Should I stop here or there by you? The octagon menace multiplies. Like all food comes with French fries. With our solemn vow, we must bid to every day make stop signs rid. They have 8 sides, all red and white. We must knock them down on sight. Regardless if there's many or one, the war on stop signs has begun. Laying flat, they are no threat. Not gonna find me into debt. With a tractor we take aim. Can't let a stop sign win the game. They have 8 sides, are red and white. We must knock them down on sight. Regardless if there's many or one, the war on stop signs has begun. The war on stop signs has begun. We must knock them down on sight. The war on stop signs has begun. Let a stop sign win the game. The war on stop signs has begun. Better make sure that you have some spare. The war on stop signs has begun.
Thank you, Hitman. That was the war on stop signs.
He calls out, come on, and the cows, they line right up.
Yep, enjoy, Wolfman.
Giving up their milk so you can have some in your cup. Mowing down the thistles to keep things nice and clear. The farm seems like a great excuse to keep your family near. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. On a pedal tractor, breeze blows through copper locks. Baling hay in the summer sun, we hardly knew life had begun. Chopping trees in the winter chill, so many memories, what a thrill. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. The grass grows long, then is mown. Good old Quillen on his own. When it's dry, the troops arrive. They pray the bailiff's still alive. Tedding, rowing, bailing off. There's exercise even for the small. Following around the field they stroll. Two young boys are on patrol. chill. So many memories, what a thrill.
All hands brace for impact.
Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. Days grow short and cold. The major's looking old. The house, it needs some heat, so we put wellies on our feet. Into the woods we trudge, slipping in the mud. Chainsaw sharp and good, chop down trees for firewood. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. On a pedal tractor, breeze blows through copper locks. Baling hay in the summer sun, we hardly knew life had begun. Chopping trees in the winter chill, so many memories, what a thrill. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. That little toy tractor with a fence post for a wheel seemed to last forever, made with love you couldn't steal. The shooting box stays in our hearts, even though it's now in parts. The time spent there is treasured now, for it was always magic somehow. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box. On a pedal tractor, breeze blows through copper locks. Baling hay in the summer sun, we hardly knew life had begun. Chopping trees in the winter chill, so many memories, what a thrill. Weekends and evenings at the shooting box.
There we go. That was Weekends and Evenings without the shooting box. So yeah, Josh says, I hope you've played the festive one for Wolfman. We haven't played very many songs today, actually. We played Up and Down the Field, Hitman played War on Stop Signs, and then I just played that one. So yeah, you can imagine a line dance or something similar to that song. Yeah, it does kind of have that kind of vibe to it, which is not quite the right vibe for the subject matter, but it works and I like it, so I left it to be like that. Because, yeah, because raisins and reasons and reasons and raisins and all the good stuffs. So now we're going to figure out how to top up the seeds without taking the NEXAT all the way back to the shop, I hope. So we're just going to try a little something. That one refueling. And wander over here. The electro truck. See if we can pick up the seeds. Yeah. We know he leaves. He leaves every time that song comes on, Josh. So, as Wolfman says, a bit of a pointless prank when he has a volume rocker on his headset. Well, yeah. But there we go. We can play, and I think we'll be fine. Oh, I don't have a button for it. Don't have a button for it. Don't have a button for my spring song. Oh, I've overshot. We've overshot. Let's turn around. Too busy talking to the chat to watch what I was doing. What's going here? What I'll do is I'm just going to tab out quickly. Yes. There we go.
Winter seems so cold and dark. Looking outside, a scene so bleak and stark. Gradually the daylight grows once more, bringing warmth and people to the fore.
We get the people.
I'm coming back to life like a tree that buds in spring. All around sunshine breathes life into everything. I'm coming back to life, a daffodil bursting free. So much color, I greet it all warmly. I'm coming back to life. I'm coming back to life. Ice and cold giving way to green, green grass. Every day,
Oh,
hoping that
Internet
the
food.
sun will last. Seeds we plant, soon they'll start to grow. Summer will be here before you even know. I'm coming back to life like a tree that buds in spring. All around sunshine breathes life into everything.
Not happy that way. See if we can do it from the front. Might not be able to do it with this trailer. Don't know. If not, I might have to get a silo hopper seed thingy bobber. Cheat a little bit here. Take advantage of the different modes to maneuver. Just run full on into the truck. Might do some fun with yourself tonight. Well, it's good for a chill.
With thanks to Wolf and Geordie,
Okay, it's not working.
trucking venture has begun. Driving around Europe, seeing
Get that steam.
countries one by one.
Didn't pick the best location. No.
Signs, trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us. Is it 'cause we're trucking fabulous? Running quick jobs for a start. Never missing an house fart. Buying a used Volvo online. Halloween treats that taste so fine. Knocking down the road signs. Trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us, but we're still trucking fabulous. Setting up in Luxembourg, getting money for our work. Expand the trucking empire, with no sleep, we never tire. Knocking down the road signs, trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us, never not trucking fabulous. Hiring drivers here and there, driving in our underwear. Other drivers getting vexed, we don't know what's coming next. Knocking down the road signs, trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us, we're always trucking fabulous. Knocking down the road signs, trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us, we're always trucking fabulous. Knocking down the road signs, trying to steer inside the lines. Cars are driving into us, we're always trucking fabulous.
Thank you very much. That was Truckin' Fabulous. Just like Steam, who is also Truckin' Fabulous. How are you today, Steam? I hope you're well. Josh says, you didn't pick the exact best place for this. Well, yeah. It's all good. Now we should be able to fill up with the seeds. Like so. There we go. Seeds! So now we can finish off our thingy bobber. Got your voice back, so you're happy. That's good. Good and chilling on trucking. That's a good one. I did wonder about trucking, but I just didn't want to kind of mess around with the controller tonight. I just wanted to kind of do the doings of doing this. And away we go again. So we just got this bit left to finish our field. Mattingham! Hello! I was talking about you earlier. Guess what question I've got for you? And evening, and hope you're very well, obviously, and having good fun with all the heat. Josh says, can't have fad farming without a bit of derpiness. Yeah. Only at weekends. You're worried now. Oh, no. You don't need to worry. It's just, you know, I'm always curious. We had the signalling fault at Battle. And I'm just always curious as to what actually happened. It's just the nosiness in me. They had the Hastings line shut down. It was a signalling fault at Battle. Had us stopped just before the level crossing on the down. Yesterday evening, actually. So that was overnight. So yesterday, today, 30th of April, 1st of May. So the other one I know about because it was a derailed train at Mountfield Sidings. That was Monday's issue. We've been having fun on the Hastings line this last week. Bless the people that had to reroll that freight train. I didn't really get a good look at how much of an issue it was, but they certainly had a speed limit in place for it. But other than that, how are you doing? How's your week been? You saw that? Yeah. Bless them. It's been crazy. Oh, thank you. Like I say, if you're okay to do that, I know obviously sometimes you can and sometimes you can't say things, and that's fine. But I'm just nosy and curious. It's kind of, yeah. It's kind of like my brain. I still keep meaning to kind of look on YouTube to see how the points work and stuff like that. Because when I'm interested in something, I'm interested in something. I'm just, yeah. As they were lost at battle, but they won it at war. Oh, I hit Wolfman. Quizzy! Get your dancing feet on.
Beware the red tractor, it surely will become a dirt below factor, bouncing right up to the sun. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. As the years fly by, farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. As the years fly by, the farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. And down, sown with love, we watch them grow. And down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know.
There you go. Thank you very much, Quizzy. Coming straight in there with Up and Down the Field. Not a moment's hesitation. As indeed there shouldn't be, because it's a great song. So, but we might have to play a different one before the end of the stream. I'm going to finish off what we're doing right now, but we might have to play a different one before the end of the stream because of the reasons of raising this that I shall explain. So, I might have to do the same tomorrow, actually. Do 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 do. Diddle diddle do do do. Annoying little turd bag is still barking in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay, so heat related. That makes sense, Mattingham. Thank you. I was just wondering if, yeah, my brain, because it was kind of right at the crossing, it was just kind of whether or not the communication to the signal box to clear the crossing via the CCTV had kind of failed or not, but I'm guessing it was more the fact that it wasn't sensing and therefore wasn't triggering the crossing rather than the crossing was triggered and then not cleared for the signal. So, interesting. I guess. That's just me guessing. So, yeah. But it was rather amusing. All the trains just literally kind of coming to a stop before the level crossing. And of course, with stuff like that, we'll next be talking about the wrong kind of snow, wrong kind of heat, Mattingham. Don't think that one will ever be lived down, will it? So we've had culverts collapsing and bridges shifting on the Wales route over the last... Oh, that's not Dolbenny stretch, but yeah, work has been pretty hectic and crap. That's not good. Wrong kind of leaves, says Wolfman. Yeah, well, oh god, no, indeed. Yeah, Well, Well, hopefully you get the weekend and you can chill out. But yeah, it's always a challenge when those clusters of things happen. But yeah, as always, you're welcome to come and chill and enjoy yourself. And yeah, before we do the one that's probably going to be a little bit more interesting, let's celebrate the fact that it's been going wrong on the railways with this one.
From driving trucks to driving trains, we find the joys and feel the pains. Learning slow and sometimes quick, master key and now use the stick. Jordy, Steam, and BT have our thanks. Hope we aren't thick as two short planks. We're in a train, but what's the class? Where'd I put my confidence sass? Oh my gosh, this train won't move. Which of these buttons must I use? Flying down the rails too fast. Was that a red light we just passed? Pantograph down, shoes are two. Give me line volt, please, I'm begging you. Oh my gosh, this train won't move. Which of these buttons must I use? Flying down the rails too fast. Was that a red light we just passed? Pantograph down, shoes are two. Give me a line volt, please, I'm begging you. It's a new day on East Coast Way. Getting Zen pants in Penzance. Time for high speed along the rails, with Josh right there to enjoy the sails. Oh my gosh, this train won't move. Which of these buttons must I use? Flying down the rails too fast. Was that a red light we just passed? Pantograph down, shoes are two. Give me line volt, please, I'm begging you. Give me line volt, please, I'm begging you.
Okay, so that was Give Me a Line Vote, Please, in honour of our very good friend Mattingham. And one thing Mattingham can tell us is the Class 397s are generally all full units, but it's CAF, so I'm not surprised. And then the TFW 197s with Standard Plus, which they can't use, along with the kitchen equipment in those, because nobody thought to put space in there for people with mobility issues. Ah, okay, well that's always fun. Wolfman says it's lurky time. Well, enjoy lurky time. It's better if it's turkey lurky time, but we'll deal with that. So yeah, I'm going to try and... we're going to put this back. I might forward a day, but in the meantime, whilst I'm just doing some things, we will do something else before I kind of do finish. But it's only 2 days. I'm good, thanks, Mattingham. I'm good, but it's only 2 days until it would have been somebody's birthday. So, Josh, you're going to enjoy this. Other people, maybe not so much. Me, I'm going to be in tears. So here we go.
You arrived and were afraid, possessed my heart that self-same day. The life before still in your mind, a piece for you I tried to find. Here with me you made a home. With you here, never alone. Now you're running in my dreams. My love is tearing at the seams. Your task on earth, it has been done. You'll always be my number one. Though you may not be right here, you're in my heart forever, dear. The years went by, but far too few.
All hands brace
The
for
demons
impact.
still were haunting you. Triumphant moments now and then. Sometimes you drove me round the bend. Run through tunnels filled with joy, playing with your wolfy toy. Now you're running in my dreams. My love is tearing at the seams. Your task on earth, it has been done. You'll always be my number one. Though you may not be right here, you're in my heart forever, dear. Now you're running in my dreams. My love is tearing at the seams. Your task on earth, it has been done. You'll always be my number one. Though you may not be right here, you're in my heart forever, dear. In the end you were upset, but you didn't need to fret. Caring for you was a charm. As I held you in my arms, no mistakes could take away the love I feel for you each day. Now you're running in my dreams. My love is tearing at the seams. Your task on earth, it has been done. You'll always be my number one. Though you may not be right here, you're in my heart forever, dear.
That was running in my dreams. So now I think that's the cultivator-isomations. Yeah, it looks like it's the cultivator-isomizations. So we're going to go and figure out which one of these cultivating contracts we're going to go and do. Cultivating on field 24 or field 29. Which one are we going to do? 24 or 29? 29 is just over there and 24 is up there. So we're going to go and do a 29 because it is closer. Da, 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 da. So yeah, so apologies. I know that's a bit of a sad one, but it would have been her birthday on Saturday. So I always I like to try and remember. The stupid thing of it, the absolute stupid thing is, there was at least half the time I forgot her birthday when she was alive. So, which annoys me, but there we go. I can't change that. So, there we go. Still, we get there, don't we? Not sure where there is, not sure how we get there, but we get there. Yeah. So we've got our big old honkin' NEXAT. This is field 29, so this is the one we've got to go to. Run for it! Yeah, we're over. 14 meteorizers, it says. Okay, we'll take that. And we're going to do some cultivating. And away we go. Da, 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 da. I don't know that we'll necessarily get this finished. We'll make a good start on it though. So yeah, so what has everyone got going on for the rest of the day? What are you playing? I've been finishing up the Zeppelin on Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. I've got that done. So happy with that. Oh. There we go. Plenty of other little projects I've got to get done, but there we go. You don't have access to this land, it's locked. There we go. Probably zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm sure we've done something on this field before now. I think it was probably fertilizing, but I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. What happens when you press the wrong buttons. Left a bit. Well, hopefully that won't matter too much. Da, 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 da. I was debating whether or not I carry on and finish this, but I do kind of need to get going because I've got to walk Wilson. Because he doesn't get on a hot day like now. He doesn't get his walk until it cools down. And it's just starting to get cool enough to take him. So sometimes it has to wait until after the sun goes down. Don't want to forget to do that. No. I mean, I won't forget, but it is just really a judgment call because I did read, and that's kind of, obviously the biggest concern is whether or not kind of he'll get heat stroke and it's apparently really much more at risk when you go above 20. I think it's 23 degrees C. So literally my cutoff is like 22, 23. If it goes above that, I can't. Nope, you're waiting until later. And then I just wait for the temperatures to drop down a bit. So, as much as I say I'd kill him and that I would get rid of him and snap his neck, I wouldn't put him at risk. Yeah, we have completed our kind of headland, so it's now just going to be up and down the field. So I think that is where I'm probably going to leave it. The annoying thing, it doesn't seem to like to listen to me when I say, I only want one headland, please. One headland is enough, thank you very much. There we go. So yeah, so that's going to be us for today, I think. So we're going to go to our thank you screen. Very responsible of me leaving it to walk him till now. Hate seeing dogs out in the middle of a hot day. Oh, absolutely, Josh. I don't. He goes first thing in the morning when it's still cool, and I take him much later in the day. I don't take him when it's peak. Certainly wouldn't take him at lunchtime because that would just be insane. And when I get them in here, I'll probably get the air conditioners running when we get the hot days in the other parts of summer. But no, I do see people out with dogs in the middle of the heat, and it's just kind of, do you have any clue whatsoever? But there we go. Not that you can actually say that to anyone, because of course everybody knows best. But there we go. Let's just do this next. I'll get this going on this next pass. Just going to turn around every now and then. There we go. Right, so let's go to our thank you screen. People have no consideration. It's bloody night. Well, yes, that is unfortunately part of the behaviours Mattingham, but there we go. Not everyone considers those that are around them, and it is frustrating. So let's go to our outie row screen. Great Gemma cartoon you saw recently, a guy locked in his car with two dogs going for a walk. Oh yeah, I saw one Mattingham on somewhere today, I think it was on Facebook, and it was a guy locked in a sauna. It's like, can you let me out? It's 150 degrees in here, and the dog's kind of with a broom to the dog, and now you know what it's like for a dog to be in a hot car. I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah, so there we go. So again, thank you very much to all the lovely people in chat. So thank you Mattingham, thank you Josh, thank you Quizzy, thank you Wolfman, thank you Hitman who was in earlier, thank you Steam. And is there anybody else that I haven't scrolled back far enough to see yet? No, I think that's everyone. I hope I haven't missed anyone. So thank you everyone that's been in chat. Very, very nice to have you all here keeping me company. Sorry we've had a few internet dropouts today. It's a bit annoying. But unfortunately it does happen. So have a great rest of the day. Greetings to Sussex, says Mattingham. Yeah, indeed, and to yourself. Hope everyone has a lovely one. Let's see who we've got to raiderize. Let's have a little look on that. Looks like, well, I think we're going to be going over to Wolfman. He was in the chat, and he's doing Farm Sim, and I raided Badger the other day. So we're going to go over and raid Wolfman, give him lots of grief, because... yeah, tell him he's not mowing it straight, because he's doing some mowing at the minute. He's not mowing in straight lines, so he needs to kind of sort his life out. So, yeah, That should be fun. As much as we love to heckle, we do love to heckle. So there we go. Have a lovely rest of the evening. I should be back tomorrow. I don't think there's anything going on. So I should be back tomorrow with some more big honkin' farming. So until then, take care, everybody. Bye for now.